Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet, hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging, we going come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right, it feels
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all over.
And I do believe I am live, but I just have to say I have to mute that song because last time on stream I had that song going and the VOD did get muted, so I had to cut that a little short. But I am gonna bring us in shortly, everybody. But yeah, hi, welcome to the Overwatch regular season 2025-2026. Today we are going to be seeing a great game between the two teams of Niagara University versus, I mean, they don't even have like their school like whole title. They just have MSMU esports on there. You know, that's cool. They get the esports title officially on this thing. But enough of me being stupid real quick. Let me bring us into our casters real quick. As you can tell, I am me. I am the one talking. My name is Ranger, and I am once again joined by probably at this rate going to be the soon-to-be regular Firewolf.
Howdy, everyone.
Yeah, you're basically the new regular, and I'm going to give a quick shout out to my old regular, and I don't know if they're watching, probably not. I think they are busy in, specifically, not to fucking dox them, but what are you all going to do about it? Seoul, Korea. I don't even think they're in Seoul. They're just in Korea, being a teacher and shit. But Life, I miss you, buddy. Like, it was great having you on the cast. Hopefully you could join me someday. But currently, Firewolf, you're their replacement. How do you feel?
I feel great. I don't know, isn't it? Wait, so life's in Korea now? That's really cool.
Yeah, they're being like an English teacher or something over there. It's kind of cool.
Nice. That's cool.
The fucking like 11-hour difference does not help for these streams because they are teaching. I'm pretty sure they are in class teaching while we are out here.
Starting school now.
Yeah. While we are, what's it called? Casting Overwatch. So sadly, they don't get to join me. But yeah. Anyway, back to the game at hand. We have also check it out, everybody. Like I'm pointing as if you all could see. Like look around, Firewolf. Like I showed you earlier, so you should know.
Oh
But
yeah,
look
you showed
around,
me.
everybody.
Yeah.
We got new graphics. Look to my left. Look to my right. Look above me. We're gonna be bringing this in so we have more clarity with the entirety of the games moving forward, and hopefully these teams update the graphics as they go on throughout the game because it is very reliant on them updating League OS. But yeah, welcome to the new little studio, I'll call it. But yeah, teams at hand. Mount St. Mary's, Niagara. Two teams where I have a lot of faith for Niagara coming into this, especially with their growth from last year. But Mount St. Mary's kind of coming into this league, absolutely slapping the shit out of people. And yeah, but coming into this year, they do have a pretty big roster difference, so I'm not sure how much that's going to carry over from previous years, but I won't count them out until I see it, of course. This is the first time I'm going to be seeing them today, but we do know that they did previously last week take down Canisius University now, because I think they used to be Canisius College, but they switched to University for some reason. Shout out to my boy Special K. Back when we used to play against him, he graduated Canisius College, or yeah, Canisius College. But I think he went back for like his master's at Canisius University, which is so weird. But yeah, tell me your ideas about these teams before I give my budget analysis.
Yeah, so obviously Mount won last year, right? Yeah, I believe they won last year.
They won last
So
year, lost the previous
yeah,
year, but won their first year that they came in. So
yeah, they won.
they're on the back
Yeah,
and forth.
yeah. So obviously they would probably be the favorites in this match. And like you said, Niagara coming off a resurgence season last year, they had a big bounce back from where they've previously been. And we've seen Niagara play. Yeah, they played Ryder last week, and they fell a little short. So we'll see if they can take anything away from that match and try to give Mount a test.
But yeah, with Niagara's last week performance though, although they did fall short against Ryder, I do think like what they had to show was like good. Like they had the ideas, the overall like game plans were there. I think their biggest issue might be just handling the fact that the enemy team has plans and whether or not they know how to back up, reassess, and go back at it, whether it's like just disengaging from a fight or like reassessing and like shifting their plans on the fly. That's currently like their biggest goal to succeed in future games, and it's gonna be showing here most likely because I Zarya. Niagara University, we are going to be seeing the same roster as last year, same roster as last week. But you know, we got to do this. However, there is a little bit of a discrepancy with one of the players there. League OS name is different, but that is the same player. We are going to be saying Sir Sappy, Event, Dominator. Just Bomb is actually going to be Glizzy Wizard in game and Saturday. So these players, like we've said previously, uh have been together for a whole year now. I'm not sure what they did over the summer. I'm pretty sure they spent their time like any normal like college student would, so probably not playing that much Overwatch together in a competitive sense, but definitely playing Overwatch because at the end of the day we are gamers and we are addicted to this game. I'm not anymore. I got out of here. Save me from Overwatch. But yeah. And then on the side of Mount St. Mary's. Nobody has an image here. Nobody listened to me except for it's a Michi. I'm not even sure if they're actually. Nope. I think they're just a different username. No, that's the first person. Do we have an Itsamichi here, actually? I'm not even sure if this is actually going to be the roster that's there. that we see in game right now. Because currently in the roster we see
Wait,
Reaps.
Ranger, I think the stream crashed.
Did we?
Yeah, I believe. Yes, Saturday said the stream crashed in the
For
match chat. For Twitch, I think.
stream crashed.
I think.
Let's check. Is mine good? Is their good? Mine's
Let's
still
see.
live.
I have an ad on yours. I'm waiting for the ad.
Let's go to Niagara.
Yeah.
Niagara's esports. Let's see if it crashed for them. Now I got an ad for them, so it's still going.
Oh wait, yeah, no, yours is still. Wait, yeah, yours is still live on my end too.
I think his internet's just being buggy. Man, pulling me away from like what's at hand. But yeah, I think it's still good. Let me hear. Yeah, I hear myself on there. You're they gaslighting me. Anyway, back at hand with this graphic on stream. Let's see. Can I even be heard? Yes. Actually, give me a quick talk, Firewolf.
Howdy.
Okay, yeah, they're messing with us. Yeah, we are not actually going to be quite seeing the roster. Actually, no, that's because it's Amici, I believe, is going to be a sub. So looking on the side of Mount St. Mary's for the in-game roster, we are going to be seeing Reaps, Zach Hammer, Tempest, whoever S4 is, and Mickey. Is that Sammy?
Mickey.
That's possibly Sammy. Yes, that's Sammy. That's got to be Sammy. That is Sammy. Okay, I can't guarantee. So, just the one discrepancy on the graphic that we see for now. But yeah, those are going to be your two teams going at it. Like we said, Mount St. Mary looking to be the favorites because of their last year and their previous year's performance. But Niagara looking to actually make a name for themselves. Starting off this year with 0-1 versus the 1-0 in terms of score, but since it has only been like the first week or two, we are going to be seeing ties across the first and I think the fifth and like the ninth spot right now. So it's kind of weird. It
looks like Mount. I was gonna say, it looks like Mount is banning Ana for the first map, and they're picking Lijiang.
Ana is going to be banned,
I believe.
But yeah, Wu Yang is still disabled due to a bug that allows him to like melee while connected to an ally and then basically burst heal at an infinite range, because it should only stay connected for a certain amount of distance before it breaks, but this weird melee bug allows for Wu Yang to infinite distance heal. Don't know why.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the main reason why he is currently like not allowed in game. But it's just a little strange.
Yeah. I just bought his Joker skin too, dang it.
Oh, you could still play him on what's it called?
Oh, like quick play?
Yeah.
Oh, is it just custom games he's? Oh,
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was okay.
Yeah. So there is gonna be that dude. We see who is gonna be banned from the side of Niagara. No, not yet. But yeah, what were we saying? You caught me off. They caught me off guard. Everybody's catching me off guard. I am just like interested to see like what these teams have to offer. Not under this, especially under the coaching of Moses still, which I don't like. I'm not gonna lie. Why is everybody changing their name? He used to be Moses. Now it's like Mo with a 3 in the lobby. So it's kind of strange. But yeah.
Wait, the one where he gets infinite healing range on his beam.
That's what I just explained. Basically, if he melees as like he puts it out or something, or as like he burst heals, like it won't fully disconnect if you keep meleeing and backing up essentially, or like going wherever. It's strange. I was showed it by Violet from Ryder. She showed me it, and it was. I don't see the practical use of it, but I can understand like going behind a corner and like still being able to heal your tank. So like there's a level of it, but like going as far as possible, kind of stupid, but just quickly hiding behind a corner and still healing your tank, kind of broken. So I could see why they are banned or disabled for their current games. There was a patch update today, and under the bugs was not that bug. There was a Wu Yang bug fix, but it was not that one, which was kind of goofy. So yeah.
Interesting.
We are going to see a Hazard ban coming out from the side of Niagara, actually. So Hazard and Ana and Wu Yang by default. So yeah, and we are going to be going to Lijiang Tower first thing. But yeah.
Looks like they are getting ready to go in.
What are your expectations for this game coming up? Specifically with Lijiang.
Lijiang, with Hazard, Ana and Hazard? I think we'll probably see some. I wouldn't be surprised to honestly even still see some like dive in with maybe with D.Va, but yeah, I guess we will see. Or actually, for the first point, I'm gonna be surprised to see some Ball, probably Ball or D.Va, but I could be tripping. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, Hazard definitely. I would have definitely said I wouldn't be surprised to see some Hazard gameplay, but he got banned, so yeah. I feel like I'm missing a tank that everyone plays. Queen. I wouldn't be surprised to see some Queen either. I'm just throwing names out there at this point.
So we are going to be seeing Reaps in that tank. Never mind, they are just not going to be set up correctly at all. Sammy to the tank position. Going to be running on that Hog first. Not expecting that.
You know what though? I think in OWCS, I know in Korea, I think there was a team playing some Hog. And I think in North America too, so I don't know. I'm all for it.
You know,
I hope.
Maybe we should have expected it a little bit with like the Ana ban. It really wants to run that Hog, does not want to get shut down easily.
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
God. Doing it.
But yeah.
No way.
Just a little out of position for the production. I will be docking points, but I have no sway in that at the end of the day. But yeah, Niagara. A kill onto Sir Sappy. The Vape is going to be doing such a good job at keeping him alive, but it's not going to last for long, as eventually Niagara does break the Hog that is the biggest barrier there, and the rest of Mount St. Mary's is going to be backing up right now. Not a lot of death, but enough to control this point. 27% and counting.
And you see him making over to the Zarya swap as well. Mount did a good job. Mount did a good job there poking, getting a lot of damage, but yeah, the Hog doesn't do a really good job of closing that gap, and Niagara was able to capitalize there.
Zackhammer now on the Reaper as well.
Yeah, I like the Zarya pick here too, because it's easy to get charged off the Malgo, obviously, you know, with the burn. And with the Zarya, really good minor perk, but here comes the Orbital Ray from Saturday.
Locking Satellite Vector, we were talking about this earlier off stream. We wish it was cooler, but in the current positionings that they have, I think it works pretty well. Though, what's it called? The Symmetra ultimate comes out to try to keep their team alive for a little bit. It does a good job at denying a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter if the team walks past it and just beams down your entire team. Dominator just up there, not really dominating anything except for the stall real quick, delaying the take for a little bit to secure them around 75%. And now it's in the side of Mount St. Mary's, but with a lot of time remaining for Niagara to retake, and 2 good ultimates on lock for them. But Mount St. Mary's is pretty close to getting their ultimate. If Niagara wants an easy chance at that, they're going to have to go quick and utilize these ultimates to their advantage. But it's not going to happen. The grab is going to come online soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind seeing them do an aggressive TP here and try to kill someone before Zarya is able to take the grab off, but I think that's what they're going to be doing.
TP is actually going to be sending them around to send the flip of the map. They are going to be flipping the entire map while sending a vent in from the front. It's going to cause so much confusion that it is going to allow for kills, but the problem is the lockdown from the grab. Mickey with the field is going to net a lot more kills than I actually expected. Glizzy Wizard beat is not going to be successful at keeping anybody alive. I'm not even sure if it fully came out in time, but that was just such a good counterplay from the side of Mount. But like,
Yeah,
I think it was really well done for Niagara. It's just at the end of the day, the counters were so much better.
Exactly. Now Zach Hammer has the sound barriers. Zarya's going to be looking to. Oh, but that's a great wall. Trying to isolate him off. Not able to pick him off.
But his teammates are so good. Sersapi into the backline. Saturday gets a kill onto Zach Hammer. And now this ends now with the Baptiste window is going to be going up. Mickey with the field kills. The fields are just doing so much for the side of Mount St. Mary's. And right now, Niagara do need to... Oh, they needed to... I wonder, what's the cooldown on that? Oh, 10 seconds. They still have time for them to TP onto point. And they are definitely going to be doing this. But the problem is Zach has that Reaper ultimate online. Die, die, die. But will, like last time where we saw the Reaper ultimates, the Reaper was the one that was not getting the value. Instead, he was the one doing the dice, TPing straight to point. And they're going in. Die, die, die. Gets one. But is it going to find two? It helps secures two. It finds three. The May ultimate goes down in the last-ditch effort, but it doesn't matter as nobody's there to secure the kills. Reap is frozen, just taking a quick ice snap, but it doesn't matter. Mount St. Mary's just knew what was going to happen, and they play it right. They shut them all down, and they're going to take the first point of Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, pretty close round. I think definitely with a couple of small things that could have been fixed, Niagara definitely could have easily gotten that to 99 if maybe Glizzy was able to get a faster beat off. But nevertheless, Mount will take the first round, and it looks like they'll be sticking with the Zarya, which, I mean, hey, worked great on that. Worked great on that first point, and Advent will swap back to the Malga, and they're gonna just keep the double speed here with the Lucio and the Juno.
Is Mickey actually going to be funny and run out on the Widow?
Oh, nah, yeah.
Nah. Back to Sojourn. Mickey has been dominating with those Sojourn like fields. It's kind of crazy how much value they're actually getting. I have never seen like a Sojourn field get so much Dominator with an icicle to the head. Reaps just getting sent back to spawn super fast. But not sure. Niagara getting the first, probably like gonna be locking down this point. Sojourn going off the map, not even gonna be trying to get back onto point, but I don't know if he had his his rocket legs. But Dominator does go down, but right now it is pretty even. But can we find any more kills? Event looking to just do some damage, but he eats so much damage. I'm not even comfortable playing this Malga right now, and I'm the one who's just watching.
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially you have the BAP also putting down a lot of damage as well. And Advent going to be taken down along with Star Savage, so this should be a reflip for Mount.
They're going to run down Dominator, who tries to live just a little longer with the ice field, but it only is going to delay his death just a little longer. Niagara was able to secure 15% on the board, and now only right now is Mount going to be evening it up and now taking the lead going forward. Niagara does not want to lose. Like, Niagara wants to close this gap as best as they can, so they kind of want to go fast, but they are just like looking not to get poked out because at the end of the day, a lot of damage is going Event's way. Does feel like Focus Fire is pretty good from the side of Mount St. Mary's that I don't think Event is able to do much other than charge back to his team for the healing. 35%, but the grab is... Oh my god, but the TP comes out perfectly to save his team, but Dominator is going to be the one that goes down right away, and I'm not sure if it's going to be much, but Event is going to be going in, looking for one, gets two, another one goes down, Glizzy Witter finds Reap, but Cyrus Happy and Event do go down eventually, and right now Glizzy on the point, never mind, off the point, back to spawn.
Man, that fight was really close.
I like the timing on that TP. It was crazy.
Yeah, Glizzy probably could have gotten the sound barrier off maybe a little bit earlier before someone fell, but at least now Niagara will be coming with a storm of 5 ults. So Mount will probably take this into account and try and maybe play it slow.
Niagara are going to be going around this outside, but Reaper does... Ooh, Sammy is going to meet them up top by boosting his way up there, and the Die is going to be coming in. He gets bubbled, and he allows him to go in. He finds two. The squishies go down. Event is going in. He's looking for more, but I don't think it's going to matter. Zach Hammer is trying to get into the backline. They see Dominator. He is going to have to... Dominator's going to ult here to try to keep himself alive. Event running around at the speed of sound. He puts down the shield to try to keep himself alive, but it doesn't matter. Saturday is going to be trying to jump in and try to do something with his life. But the problem is there's every team member from the side of Mount St. Mary's right there. Temp is chilling at the high ground, looking down at this team. But instead, he needs to be looking up because Mount St. Mary's is on the up and up with the win on Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, Mount played that really well. I may have misspoke. I should have said that Mount should have played fast, knowing that Niagara had 5 ults, and that's exactly what they did. Zach Hammer able to get, I believe, 2 with his blossom at the start of that fight before Niagara were able to pop any ults. So they obviously understood that Niagara was coming in with a storm of ults there, and they knew what they needed to do.
Not gonna lie, this play of the game, I'm not sure if Sammy was all there in the first round. He looked a little laggy, so maybe that's why he's a little slow, especially on the Roadhog. But that switch to, what's it called? Zarya was very big. We are gonna be seeing the Zarya like legacy still keep it going at Mount St. Mary's just under Sammy. Last year I knew him for the Venture. I didn't expect him to be on tank. I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, obviously, also Zarya has that. Yeah, the minor perk. Is it a minor or major? The minor perk, where right-clicking gives you 3 energy. That perk makes her honestly even playable in pro play now too, which is awesome. So yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised to see Sammy like run it down on Zarya for the next maps, unless of course she gets banned. But
Who was originally banned? Hazard.
it was Hazard and on.
Now I'm not sure how
Yeah.
much information this team has in terms of like, I guess they might have known. Maybe, I mean, this team did go up against Canisius, so I'm not sure how much Canisius talks to other teams. If they gave, like, told them what they are running, or how much we're scouting into Sammy being the tank specifically, but Hazard being picked kind of might have just been a default, just like because Hazard might be a menace right now. But I don't know. It's kind of an interesting ban, but we are going to see what's future ban moving forward. He's
And it
on...
looks like it's going to be Gibraltar potentially.
Gibraltar is going to be chosen as it is Niagara's choice, and Niagara is running the lobby, so I do believe we are going to be going to Gibraltar. Let's take a look. We do have new goofy graphics. Ooh, I love this. We could see the current record of the game. Mount St. Mary's does take the first map single-handedly, both 2-0. No third point on that map, but it is kind of interesting. I like these graphics, man. They make me feel professional. I just wish it like incorporated like the maps, which I think it does if there was an option for that. I think there used to be, but I don't know. Anyway, back to us real quick. It's kind of interesting. Watch point Gibraltar. Let's keep an eye out. There's just a bunch of chatting going on. Looking for these bands that are going to be coming out. It's going to be interesting because Zarya was strong. Sojourn, I won't necessarily say like I saw like a lot of Sojourn just like railgun shots to the head or just like show, but those fields just were always in the right place at the right times to pick up so many kills. So it would be weird to fully ban Sojourn, but that wouldn't be out of the question.
Yeah, no, definitely not. And I would expect to see some. I wouldn't be surprised to see some Hazard gameplay on Gibraltar or some sort of dive with Diva or Winston or even Doomfist. No one's played Doom in a long time, but I don't think we'll see Doomfist. That's stretching it a little bit, but yeah, definitely some sort of dive. And it's always nice to see Gibraltar. It's always nice to see a little bit of a change of comp, because Gibraltar obviously not much of a brawl map like most of the other maps are. It seems like so. Yeah, it's nice to see some good dive every now and then.
Bring me Dorado.
Oh yeah, Dorado too.
They did.
Dorado too.
They did change some of the geometry on that map, so it can be better for brawl characters. They added like certain stairs and stuff to allow people to go crazy, but I still like the dive or like the verticality of these maps to like enable dive tanks such as like Winston, Diva, and I guess technically Hazard. He does have that jump. He is kind of crazy. So yeah, looking forward to that. Especially if Hazard is not going to be banned this map, especially from the side of Niagara. It will enable them to bring the Hazard themselves, but it does open up Sammy to that Hazard gameplay, which I have yet to see. So I am wondering how well that is going to go.
Yeah, and I would hope, obviously, Ana historically probably the best support on Gibraltar, and I wouldn't even, like I said, like I told you earlier, I was talking with Ranger earlier. I'm like, I'd love to see some Juno once in a while because feels like a lot of people just reverted back to Lucio, but I'd love to see some Juno gameplay again if we get to see some on Gibraltar. Hey, I'd be happy.
I mean, we saw the combination of both of them on this from Niagara.
Oh
They
yeah,
both they ran
yeah,
Juno Lucio, which is even
and
faster. Wait, we
yeah.
are R. Who's the bands? Who are the
Oh yeah, who are
bands?
the bands? Please
Did I
don't
miss
ban
it?
Honor. Oh wait, no Mount. Oh wait, I mean Niagara can ban
Yeah,
Honor. No,
nobody
I don't
banned.
think they said the bands
Who
in the
banned?
chat. Yeah, no, they didn't.
Who banned? It's on a map-to-map basis.
I'm gonna say not Juno. No, I'm not gonna say not Juno. Please don't ban Juno. Oh, they did it in League OS. Okay, I guess we'll find out. Kyrian Sim.
Thanks.
Kyrian.
Kyrian
Okay,
Sim.
that's interesting because I would have expected Kyrie to be played on this map,
But
but
Kiri is going to be banned from the side of Niagara.
we've been Sim and Niagara.
Fall of Niagara has banned Kiri. We're just sticking to these goofy names. So Sim is the ban of Sim is actually going to be taking a lot of like just like I wouldn't call it verticality, but like just the instant like repositioning is just gonna be gone. Like we saw Niagara try to utilize that to the best of their advantage last game, and it worked for like good fights. It was just countered properly by Mount St. Mary's. So I guess it really was being a bit of a threat towards them. And they're afraid of it. What is going on? Why do we have another reset?
Yeah, wait, looks like we're restarting.
But we are going to be going towards what is going on.
Wait, we're going back to the lobby.
Are we forgetting to ban these characters? Oh, Ana and Hazard were still off for some goofy reason.
Oh.
But they need to be re-enabled.
Someone play Ana, please. I'm gonna ask for someone to play
Someone
Ana.
play Ana, please. Okay, now the proper characters have been banned, and we are being sent to Watchpoint Gibraltar. I like how they actually did go in and ban the other characters. They just forgot to unban the previous characters. These people are hitting up Saturday asking if he's free on Saturday.
Wouldn't it be cool if like Niagara changed their name to like one is Saturday, someone else is Monday, someone else is Tuesday? Wouldn't that be cool?
I once saw in like a CS:GO match, they were the whole like Microsoft Office suite. Somebody was like PowerPoint, somebody was Word, somebody was Excel, and so forth.
Oh my god, that's amazing. But looks like we are going to be seeing an Ana from Glizzy Wizard at least, and yes, I believe. Okay, so Avon is going to be playing the Hazard. So like you said, maybe that Hazard ban from Mount on map 1 was a target ban potentially.
No,
but...
the Hazard ban came from Niagara. Niagara banned the.
Oh, it came from Niagara.
Yeah.
Oh right, Mount banned Ana.
Yeah,
right,
Mount banned
right.
Ana, which was better for them, especially for the hog that they were running. But at the end of the day, they just switched to Zarya and made it work better. Sammy is going to be rolling out on the Diva. So, yeah.
Ooh, Tempest going BAP here. I think that's actually pretty interesting because I would have probably went.
Ooh,
he's getting
going. He ain't going back. He's going back to spawn after a railgun shot takes it out, takes off his head, sends it back.
Yeah, and Mount trying to get some cart progress underneath, but Avon doing a good job of stalling it out and probably have to jump back up to high ground.
Meanwhile, Sir Sappy is going to be caught out here with the D.Va. She is going to be doing some good damage, but he just slides out to safety. Saturday is now going to be the target of this push, but Sir Sappy finds himself going into a hallway and getting cut out right now. Damage from the side of Mount St. Mary's is becoming too great, as it is looking like they are finding certain targets and singling them out. Dominator is going to be the next one. Event and Saturday do get to safety real quick. Saturday with the Nerf gun right now is kind of hilarious in my opinion. But yeah, Mount St. Mary's doing a good job at pressuring the side of Niagara back into spawn right now. So right now they're just waiting to get everybody up. Sammy's just up in the face. He knows he could take a lot of damage and disengage if he really needs to and get that heal. But Dominator is going to be finding Mickey off screen for me, and her dead body falls down in front of the situation at hand. Saturday is going to be pushed, but right now Sammy is going to be in the back line and is not going to be doing anything other than booping the side. He's actually going to be taking a lot of this space right now. Glizzy Wizard does need to drop and is put into a bad position. Dominator is going to get dominated by Zero Suit Diva, and it's not going to be going his way. Sammy being an absolute menace right now, just playing to his Diva strengths. Event stuck in a corner. Tempest and Event are friends holding hands. Never mind, they killed him and send him back to somewhere he doesn't want to be. Reaps does eventually go down. Glizzy Wizard somehow gets the kill, and I didn't even realize she was in there. And then Tempest finishes her off with the melee to the face. Saturday now gets spotted out. He's trying to jump to safety. He's going to have to keep himself alive with that field for a second, but it's not going to matter as he has to walk out of it to try to get to his team, and he goes down. 50 HP in a dream, but that dream was shut down immediately. This is just non-stop action, brother. I cannot stop yapping.
Yeah, I want to highlight Tempest actually that last fight, able to keep everyone up after they lost. I believe Mount lost them one, and they were able to kite a little bit. Tempest was able to keep everyone up, and then I was like, and I play a lot of support myself, so I don't know, good support gameplay makes me happy.
Tempest. Between Tempest and Saturday right now, it almost looked like Tempest was going to win, but he had to drop to disengage away from Event real quick. Zach Hammer goes up and finishes them off. He says, I got you, homie. But the problem is the push is still going to be going through. The ultimate is going to come down. It's going to be trying to get this support, but Reaps is going to get saved. Tempest with the field to stop him from doing anything. Event trying his best. He gets one. He's holding up his arms, but it's not going to matter. Glizzy Wizard now in a bad position for herself. She is about to get dove, but can she keep herself alive? Saturday supports, and they keep themselves alive long enough. Sir Sappy does get the kill onto Tempest, but it's only a brief respite, as Sir Sappy is now going to get pushed and is going to be going back to spawn. This is just fast paced from the side of Mount St. Mary's. They learned from last game that they can't go slow. If they want to have a chance at this, they have to rush down this side of Niagara right now, and they are finding so much success. 4 minutes and 25 seconds remain on the clock, and they're almost done with this entire map. Halfway through the third point, and Mount and Niagara are going to be looking to really try their best. Saturday gets pushed off from the high ground and then found out by Sammy. Glizzy Wizard is going to be next. No heals for the side of Niagara. I got you in my sights. Dominator looking to find the kills, but he is not going to find anybody. The only thing he's going to be finding is death from Sammy and going back to spawn. Actually, Reaps gets the kill, but Sammy activating that, that perk of his where he gets like increased fire rate and accuracy from a distance, securing the kill onto him. And right now, Niagara's supports are going to point, trying to keep it alive. Glizzy Wizard is going to be brought low. Tempest is finding the kills. Tempest is going off. Tempest is not a support player. He is a DPS at heart. Mickey gets the kill. And right now, Niagara is not going to be finding anything but 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the other side. For them, that is a tall mountain to climb. And I did not intend for that to be a joke with Mount St. Mary's. But it really is at this point in time. It is just thanks to a lot of speed and aggression coming out from that Diva gameplay is crazy. Tempest locking it down as well. Doing support things. Nah, he's a DPS. Put him on the DPS position right now. It's just
Tempest and Reaps did a really good job of keeping the pace up. That obviously all of Mount played really well, but Reaps and Tempest, I feel like in particular, did a really good job of dictating the tempo of that map.
Indeed.
I saw Tempest a lot with a lot of aggressive. I actually like a lot of aggressive lamps going for tools, and you know what? Coming out on top, getting the kills. You don't need the healing, you know.
Yeah. I will say, not that I'm not trying to sound evil about Niagara. But at the end of the day, I did like a lot of the fights that they were taking. At the end, they didn't come out on top, but their ability to stall certain fights and like try to win is still there. They just need to get to that point where they're able to secure these wins. Like Saturday versus or the Baptiste versus the Baptiste, it was pretty good. Both players were not like just, it's not like Tempest was just winning flat out. Glizzy Wizard like running circles around the point, keeping herself alive, stalling out some resources for the side of Niagara. Event also just being a menace, keeping himself alive to try and stall out these fights. But at the end of the day, he is not finding the kills he needs because the side of Mount St. Mary's is keeping their team alive as best as they can. Sammy doing a good job just diving the targets he needs. He ignores everybody except for supports, and then he goes for DPS, and then he goes for the tank. Sammy is a very smart player, and I appreciate seeing this right now. Right now, there is a Sombra in the backline. Going to be looking for kills. She does have the passive, and she is going to be finding kills. The call is there. Sammy dives immediately as soon as the Sombra says we are going to be going in, and they find the kills. And right now, Niagara are going to be stopped at the start of that corner. And, oh my god, almost Dominator, or Sir Sappy almost going down in his own spawn, essentially. But he keeps himself alive. That Deflect allows him to get back in the spawn and not fully go down. But Sombra still lurking and waiting. Actually, no, she has rejoined her team. So we will see what she does there.
Yeah, Mount's doing a really good job. Good job that fight of isolating someone and just going on. Sombra, the D.Va, the Echo, all on that one target. And now we will see Niagara walking up to the high ground here.
As soon as he sees his opening to get into the backline uncontested, as soon as event goes, Sammy jumps his way into the backline, flying in with those boosters. Sammy finds 2. He's going to be looking for 3, but it's not going to be him. Zach Hammer is going to be finding the most of the rest of the team. And right now, a team kill for Mount St. Mary's. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain on the clock for Niagara to push this first point, but they're not out of it yet, as till the clock hits 0, we are not done with this map.
Yeah, we're not. Saturday's team making the shot over to the bridge, so trying to peel for Glizzy, a little bit more helping out with this aggressive dive that's coming out from that, which has been really impressive so far.
I will say I think that is a bit of a downgrade in terms of fighting, especially Zach Hammer, who is on that Echo. But the biggest problem right now is that D.Va. You do need to peel, and that D.Va is going to go down. She is going to be popping out that mech as soon and keep herself up there. It was a perfectly placed bomb, not by her own control. Dominator getting chased down. He is going to be brought low. 18 health, and his dream is fulfilled as he does make it back to spawn. Event's going to be sleeping on point. Sir Sappy is going to be brought low. Glizzy Wizard going down. Sir Sappy almost fell, but he got the HP, but it doesn't matter. It's just more ult charge for the side of Mount St. Mary's. And Dominator going to be going down right outside the door. Saturday is looking at his dead body like, brother, what you doing here? Wake up, we gotta go.
Yeah, once again, I'm going to highlight Tempest. After the EMP drops, Tempest drops down, just pops his window, and gets a couple kills to help clean up the fight.
Event locking Stu up here, and he's looking to make this happen. He really wants to get these kills. They are going to be sending him in, and he is going to be getting 1, but it's not going to be finding more, as the Immortality Field does keep Sammy alive just long enough. Zach Hammer almost going down. Zach Hammer is also one of the menaces that needs to go down. Mickey just kind of out there being a little bit of a troll, but like not like towards his team, but against the side of Niagara. It's not that he's doing bad. He is doing work at being a little nuisance, but at the end of the day, it is the rest of his team that is securing the kills, but that is what we call teamwork, brother. Event is going to be jumping in. He is going to get hacked, so his speed is immediately going to get shut down. It does not matter what you do. Niagara is going to get run down. 30 seconds remain on the board. Can they get this point? Finally, Sir Sappy with, ooh, that virus connects from a mile away. Sir Sappy does have that blade online. Dominator does have the visor. Saturday can become a raid boss. But, and nothing really on the side of Mount St. Mary's except for the D.Va bomb. Whether or not that is for a remake or for a contest or for like a shutdown, it is going to be going in. As soon as they see event goes up, Sammy does look around town. He goes around, he looks for the backline. He's going to dive. They find Glizzy, but now Niagara does know they need to touch, and they are going to do it. They have flipped the map once again, but Sammy sees the weaklings on point. Not really the weaklings, but like, you know, the squishies on point, as event was up top, and they are going to be looking for the kills. Sir Sappy gets 2. He's looking for 3, but it's not going to be enough. He almost gets the 3rd, but I think with the 2 remaining members that were going to be a tank and Sombra, it was not going to be enough. But at the end of the day, St. Mountains win.
St. Mountain.
I had to read what was on screen. Mount St. Mary's wins. So yeah,
Yeah, no. Really, really good hold from Mount. Using that, the Lucio Bap Diva comp working wonders on this map. And once again, Niagara, it's definitely there. The start of fight, it's definitely there. It's just kind of after the initiation of a fight is probably what they should try to get better with, but it's definitely there.
I think if Niagara wants to have success, my one solution right now is deathballing.
Yeah.
The biggest issue right now is that as soon as Event like separates himself from the team, Mount sends Sammy and one of their DPS, and then Tempest from afar is just drilling into that backline. It's not necessarily, I'm not seeing really that bad of play from Niagara. I'm just seeing that because typically you do send like the diver, he goes in, he comes out, but the problem is like they are being counter dove immediately, and that counter dive
Hmm.
from Mount is so impactful. It's so strong. And yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure if Niagara has, especially the tank characters, to run a death ball, but that is something that they have to either do for this game now or going forward. That if this is like
Hmm.
their biggest problem is just being separated, they just have to work better as a team together. Like I know they're good. They've definitely like communicate and like play well as a team, but their play styles right now are, and that's because of the tank that they have at hand. Sir Sappy is also like being the dive hero. It's just their characters are not lending well to the way these the teams that they have gone up against in the past 2 weeks are just going about it.
Hmm.
As like I think Mount St. Mary's is doing everything that we saw Ryder do way better though. It's just so much cleaner, it's so much
Hmm.
faster. It's just like there's no
Yeah.
hesitation. Like I could see as soon as like Event is like just in a spot, I see Sammy just like walking over as Diva. He's like, all right, go. It's just he's
Hmm.
so ready. It's scary.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like you said, when like you said, Niagara should probably try to maybe do some sort of death ball type of thing to maybe avoid getting, I guess, getting hard dove. But obviously that's obviously easier said than done, but just watching it. But yeah, no, like you said though, Mount's dive of the map was really good. Like the second Sammy saw someone 1 HP, it's like, okay, Diva, Echo, Sombra, all in that one person, and bam, that's what they did to basically at least all the squishies.
Hmm.
And it looks like we're gonna be seeing King's Row for the third map.
It's gonna be an interesting map. Typically a brawl centric map, but I feel like it that has fallen like that distinction has fallen off since Overwatch 2.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And now with only one tank, it ain't the same map. Oh my god, I can't speak. It ain't the same map, guys. Not King's Row, not as fun as it used to be. Trust me. It's still fun. It's still a good map, but I think it's a little overhyped at times.
Niagara is
Especially
finally
the lower
finding
points.
out that S4 is Sammy, just like how we figured out at the beginning of this series. Oh,
Oh, and Mickey also changed his
oh,
name.
Mickey is a returning player as well. I need to know these
Okay.
things. So we are going to be seeing the return of at least 3 players for the side of Mount St. Mary's. That being
Yeah.
Sammy, Mickey, who was I Love BTD GG's S, whatever. A weird name. I just think I just called him BTG last year for short. And Zach Ammer's still here. So Tempest and Reaps are going to be new additions to the roster, I
Yeah.
believe.
And definitely, I mean, hey, Tempest has been playing really, like, they seem like they're gelling perfectly.
Hmm. I'm curious what the bans are going to be because now there's just a little too much for a single ban to handle in this series right now. Tempest is doing a really good job on Baptiste, and Sammy's doing an amazing job on 2 of his tanks, that being Zarya and Diva right now. But I will say the Diva play is mainly due to like his teammates counter diving with him. Who were the bans?
The bands, they did not, I believe they did not Same. But that map, the bans were.
Well, yeah, the last ban was.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, I'm talking about this. I'm curious because
this map.
they are asking Prod R,
Yeah.
Zarya and
Ooh,
Widow.
Zarya and Widow.
All right.
Okay.
We are going to be seeing Zarya Widow ban, and I.
This is 4'3", 400 pounds. Making shitting on this dude.
This chat is popping off.
Yeah, this chat is definitely something.
It became lively, especially after the first map.
Yeah. Anyway, no Zarya for this map. So yeah, again, wouldn't be surprised to see some Hazard gameplay. Maybe even, honestly, if I'm Sammy, after that map, I wouldn't even stick away from the Diva. I would just continue that Diva dive they were doing.
He's going to switch to Roadhog, watch.
Oh, yeah. Let me go look.
These guys are so goofy. Zarya, Widow are banned, so let's keep that in mind. I'm not sure why the Widow, especially on this map. I know she's a menace at like the first point from like spawn, but like, the Hazard is gonna be hovered for now. They're still in spawn. Time to change. Definitely there. But Zach Hammer potentially rolling out on the Freya. Not a popular pick. She, I will say, is a quick play and or solo queue menace, but like, not a lot. I was gonna say not a lot of like higher tier play.
Yeah, no, she's one of those characters where you have to be hitting the right. You have to be hitting the right clicks. Like I know, like obviously, I never hit skate. You gotta be hitting your stuff. Aw, come on, that would have been great.
Oh, never mind, back.
Please, Zach, please, for me.
Just for you.
Oh, we're doing it.
No Widow. He's gonna be rolling out. Oh, he is. He hit 1 for 3 of those right clicks. Make it 1 for 4.
Okay.
All right, let's.
Oh, but that's good nade from Blizzy.
Event is good, or not necessarily Event, but Sammy is going to be working his way into the backline immediately, trying to do some damage, but Event is going to be finding the kill onto Mickey. But right now, Sammy's just going to be running away, and by doing that, he's going to be finding 2 of the members of Niagara, but he's not going to be securing any of these kills just yet. What is happening? It feels like Mount is a little like separated. They still want to go. They are still maintaining their positions, but they are not like together just yet. They're waiting for their team members to rejoin, and they're going to be waiting to go on this fight. Niagara should try to aggress onto those separated supports that are up there. But right now, Sammy is in a bit of a bad position. The knife does connect briefly on the return and almost secures the kill onto the little Lucio. But Lucio is not going to go down. Cyrus Sappy is going to be finding himself down. But it's going back and forth, blow for blow, 2 for each side. Actually, not quite. As right now, Event is going to be finding himself in a bit of a bad position. He finds one. He's looking for more. He's going to get the damage down, but it's not going to be enough. Dominator, Zach Hammer, they are going to be in contest with each other. And right now, Niagara actually holds off the entire push. But the problem is the spawn advantage for the side of Mount St. Mary's is going to allow them to get onto this point pretty quickly. Sappy is off in the corner.
Yeah, especially Zach Hammer living towards the end of that fight will be an even quicker reset for Mount, especially with that Lucio. And I think this might just be the point right here.
Unless they can get in there, Event is going to be looking to go in. He's looking for the kills. He finds the head. He finds the knife. He gets the nano. He's looking for more, but he's letting the tank do tank things in the backline. Event v Sammy right now. Who's going to find the kills? It's not going to be Niagara right now, as Event is going to be shut down with the anti-nade. But Ana going to be very devastating in this game. The Dragons are going to come out. Saturday doesn't even get touched by it. I'm surprised he actually didn't even take any damage. He wasn't going to die from it either way, but now he is going to get caught out as Sammy jumps his way in and pops the wall behind him. He gets caught out, and so does Dominator. And right now, Glizzy Wizard is looking to be stalled. She gets meleeed from a man with a big little shotgun blast. Instead, he just decides to go with the punch and gets the kill. And now Niagara staggering. They need to gather themselves and slow this push down on the streets. The streets are still pretty... There's still a lot of time on this streets phase, but the more and more they get staggered, it's just going to be harder and harder. Sammy rejoins his team.
Yeah, and this next... I see 8 ult on the... I see 8 ult for this next fight, so this might be a an ult dump or still long drawn out fight.
Sammy and Lucio in the background going to be looking to like just do some damage on the flank, try to draw some attention away, but there's no attention when you kill all 3 of them. So right now, Event does try to go into the backline. He finds one. He is holding out for dear life. He grabs the health pack. He does not have healers. He has health packs for his friends. He is trying his best. He's looking, but he is going to be running into a Hanzo. He's going to be looking. This is like a horror game. Everywhere he runs, he finds another enemy that's just trying to kill him. It is not comfortable right now. What Dead by Daylight stuff is this?
Yo, Dead by Daylight. Shout out to Dead by Daylight. Very fun game.
I don't like that game, but I know you do, which is why I mentioned it.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a second point for Mount, just like that.
Dragon's thrown out again upon point capture, but once again, it is not going to find anybody. Ooh, Sir Sappy is going to be finding himself a little bit caught out. Sammy is not going to let this go. He is going to aggress as fast as he can. And right now, the Frey ultimate catches out Saturday. He is going to be going down. And everybody from the side of Niagara are going to be going down. And right now, the payload, they still have enough time to get onto this point. I've seen crazier holds on this point. Niagara has 3 ultimates in tow. Will they be able to hold? The problem is, Mount is keeping, and they find the one catch out. They wait for him to come through, and they catch him out. And now it's a 4v5 once again.
Mickey's also in a really good position here to obviously off angle and do a lot of damage. Tempest is also in a great spot to be able to keep everyone up.
Oh my god, Sammy just locking people in there by keeping them in their spawn with that, and then using the ultimate to also keep them in there. Event is looking for the kills onto the support. He's trying his best. Everybody for the side of Mount is currently like bleeding very low, but the problem is they have the time to regroup and heal up if they need to. It's not happening just yet. So Niagara actually has the time to regroup themselves and be the ones that are on the up and up for this fight. Event actually gets cut off into a corner. He's brought very low, but he is not going to fall just yet. He is playing his corners. He is playing his walls. He is going like crazy. Saturday almost gets the kill, but Sempus gets the better of him with the melee. Right now, Zach Hammer is just looking for the right clicks. He's going. He gets 1 of 3 again. It's like the beginning of the game. He cannot fully secure it, and he gets taken out. Zach Hammer with the railgun to his face. He is going to be going back to the spawn. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remain on the clock, and it is a lot of time for Mount St. Mary's to do something with it. Their ultimates are not online just yet, except for Reaps, but they do have the time to build it up. But that will also give Niagara the good amount of time for Sir Sappy specifically to have his right now, and I do believe him with that railgun is devastating. It's going to come out quick, I do believe, once he gets it. 3, 2, 1. They are just looking to keep it. It's going to come out as soon as Sammy pushes his way into the back, but the Nano is going to keep him alive. Sammy is going to be looking to do some damage. The damage is not just some, it is a lot, as somebody does go off the mat. Dominator gets sent off the mat. Sir Sappy actually slides himself back into spawn, but he's the only one remaining alive. 4 people alive on the point, and the Dragons are going to be cutting off everybody from that side, but the problem is Sammy's on the other side, and nobody's going to touch. Everybody's going to lock it down. And Niagara did a good job at stalling for 1 good fight. Bring it down to 2 minutes on the board for Mount St. Mary's.
Yeah, Niagara able to stall for quite a bit, and then once Mount was able to get their sound barrier and some other ultimates up, they were just able to, just press W and Q and just run it down. And Glizzy almost getting that nano off, that was really, really close. And if she's able to get that off, who knows what would have happened in that fight. But nonetheless, that was a good hold from, because I believe Mount came into that point with like almost 5 minutes, I think. So getting it down a couple minutes is definitely something to note and take into account here, but we will see what kind of comps we see this round.
4 minutes and 45 seconds going into that point, and to bring it down to 2 minutes is a decent, like, what's it called, time off the clock. It was not just a free push, otherwise they probably would have like 3 minutes left. So it was decent. It was good. I do like
on the Doomfist here, looks like.
Sammy, stop being a menace. We know your dive is good, but Doomfist is just gonna get in there. He's just practicing, right? Oh my god, what? Ooh, kill him. Okay.
Okay. Not counter Doom.
Got it. Go hog, please.
Oh no.
You see, this is the camaraderie we like to see from these teams.
Yeah.
Sure, they are, at the end of the day, they are trying to beat each other up, but like, if you can have a little fun like doing it with each other, that's great. Like, is it a little BM that this man is just running him down with Doomfist? Maybe, but he kind of called it out, so it's a little funnier that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a little less BM when it's at least noted, or when it's like not spawn camp level stuff, I guess.
Sir Sappy does go down, and he's going to be calling for the switch off of the Sojourn and switching to the Cassidy. I prefer character on the DPS position. but I really don't play that much because I am a tank player myself. Sammy jumping up, looking for the punch, but he's not going to be going in there just yet. I do not think he gets the proper angle. And now, Niagara playing that proper like rotate. They're going to be going to the high ground, but Sammy is not going to be allowing them to do just that. Oh my god, the right click from Freya is just going to be drilling into the side of Niagara. Sammy is actually going to be going down. Saturday picks up a kill, and he is going to be looking to help his team aggress right now. But the problem is right now, oh my god, Dominator is going to get blown up by Zach Hammer. Right now, Freya just flying above, not allowing anybody to do anything. That head hunter, or that like, yeah, basically, she is a headhunter, right? She's just going crazy.
Yeah, no, Zach Hammer is going off. Just like how he was last round, especially with that nano boost at the end of last round, too. So, yeah, Freya is definitely one of those characters that can take over, because the amount of damage she does is really high.
Sammy hiding in the corner, hoping he does not get spotted, but Event does spot him out, but it's not going to matter as he is just going to disengage. Oh my god, Mickey is going to be going in, looking for the aggression, but he does not notice Event walking back and just helps him get cut down. Lizzie Wizard does get the kill. Oh my god, the knockdown. Saturday doing a good job with that counter dash is going to knock him down and allow him to get killed. So right now, we need to report this.
We need to report this guy.
I mean, he is having the good bashes. He is cutting him down. Oh, but Sir Sappy loses his head to an arrow. Oh my god, everybody has to separate. But will they get this point? Freya going high, and she's looking for the kills right now. Event is going to help her cut down. Dominator actually is going to be the one that secures the kill. But Niagara is still in a decent position for this round to continue, but they do need to rejoin. Mickey with another shot to the head, this time to Dominator. And Event does fall to a basic melee from Doomfizz. Brother, you have that right click. How are you gonna melee? What do you mean?
Yeah, Reeves is really close to the sound barrier here, so if Avent can get a nice rampage before he's able to get the beat, that should be a fight win, but if Reeves is able to get it, then probably be a little more of a draw.
Dominator getting some good damage. But the biggest problem with that Dominator damage is it does take down 2 people to half HP. That was 2 people being Reeps and Mickey, and that just allows him to actually heal up and get that ult charge. So sadly, it's not going to be a fast fight right now. And right now, Sammy just going into the backline, looking to helping getting a third. And Event trying to keep himself alive once again. He finds himself at full HP, but this time he's in the building. He really needs to do something. But he needs his team right now. It is a 1v5 if he goes in alone, but his team is not that far as the spawn is right there. 30 seconds remain. Can they extend this fight? They only need, what's it called? 33% left on the board. Oh my god, Lucio gets flung, and he gets Ajaxed! The kill is good, and Reeps does not have that ultimate. Event is going to be going in, looking for the kills, but Sammy is not going to be letting him do much. Right now, Freya be looking to do the most damage. Sir Sappy going to be looking for the kills. He does have the ultimate on him, but the problem is the dragons are right behind him. He needs to walk through it, but can we get to the point? I don't think it's going to matter. Freya ultimate is going to shut it down. Saturday gets to the point. He is looking to hold down this point. The ball is here, and they are looking to hold down this point for the last second, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Event, you need to stay on this point as most of your team is dead. You are brought extremely low, and you are going to be going back to the spawn. Right now, can anybody touch? I do not think so, and I do think the mountain to climb that was Mount St. Mary's is unclimbable for Niagara. Niagara might be a very big structure, but I do not know how tall Mount St. Mary's is, but it's very tall for this team. It is crazy. Yeah. Oh, Event getting the play of the game. Let's see this.
Ooh, good this was.
Ooh, the good. I will say, Event is having some good hooks for Drunker Queen, but I feel, and then like I feel like he literally goes back and forth. He'll like throw one, hit one, and then miss the next one. But like if he could just dial it in, I think he could be a really good, strong Drunker Queen. But nonetheless, nonetheless, that was a very good game. It was a good gauge because like we said, we didn't get to see Mount St. Mary's last week, so I was kind of interested to see what they had to offer this game, and they're very strong still. They might not have the same play, they might not have all the same players, but Sammy, especially going from that DPS role into the tank role, it felt like he like there's no difference. Like he did well there and he's doing well here. Niagara, on the other hand, I still like what I see. There's a lot of potential. They just need to like
Hmm.
get it down. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I just I genuinely just think Mount is a little better in this situation. That's all.
Hmm.
It's not even that they're
Yeah.
bad. They just need to
Right.
dial it in. I know Niagara
Yeah.
could punch above their weight class. They did it last year, where throughout the year they got better and better. So it's very early. Second week in, hopefully they can get there because like they have to
I
face
think they will.
they also have to face every team twice, so they'll be back.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. They'll definitely be playing Mountain Rider again. So we'll see what they can do. How we see how well enough they will be able to improve when they face Mount again.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you said, yeah, every team twice, which is good. I think yeah, one time you're home, one time you're away. So nice balance like that.
I remember what was it, a year or two ago? They only had like one. You face each team once. Like that was like the worst
Hmm.
year. Only 8 games, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, good job, good showing from Mount St. Mary's. You guys did well, and good job from Niagara. You'll get them next time, homies. I just know you guys just need this time to dial it in. It doesn't matter how your regular season goes. It matters where you end up in the playoffs. So we'll get there eventually. You still have a good amount of games. I believe like another 16 at this rate. So yeah, or
Yeah,
another
they got
14 at this rate. That's a good amount of games.
yeah. You know, they got enough. They got a lot. They got a good amount of time to get better.
But yeah, with that said, let's give out our what's it called our MVPs. For me, it's gonna be the more underrated characters of these teams. Typically, the supports do not get the love, but I am going to say both Tempest and specifically Saturday this time around for these players.
Hmm.
Their support play, although one came out on top of the other, Saturday doing a good job in his multiple roles. I like the swap to like Brig. If he did not go Brig, I felt like Niagara was just going to be 100% done no matter what. Gibraltar, they had a fighting chance mainly because of that brig. This map,
Hmm.
fighting chance because of that brig. If that brig was not there, I think we would have been done like another 15 minutes earlier. But that's
Hmm.
a different story. But yeah, Tempest also just doing crazy. I will say those which one? Who was that? Was that Zach on Sojourn? Yes.
I think that was Mickey.
Or
I
was
think
that Mickey?
Zach was on Freya.
Mickey with those Sojourn fields, kind of crazy, but Tempest locking it down throughout the entire maps. Mickey was
Yeah.
there
No,
mainly on the first one.
yeah. Yeah. No, I was also for Mount. I was also gonna say Tempest. I think the BAP gameplay was really, really, really good on those first couple maps. And for Niagara, I'm gonna give it to Avon. I think Avon on the Queen played really well, and also on the Hazard as well. I think Avon had a big impact.
Think his impact was so strong, especially in the second map for Hazard, but that was the problem is like he was such the focus that as soon as he would go past, Sammy. I will say
Right.
Sammy possibly would have been my MVP, but like I mean, he was so good from last year either way. But his
Hmm.
it's not just a him thing. Like his dives are there, but that was a team thing. But at the end of the day, I did
Yeah.
like overall what Tempest had to offer. So yeah,
Yeah.
those were my
No,
MVPs.
absolutely.
Supports,
No,
you
definitely.
guys did great this time. Without you, your teams are nothing. But yeah,
Yeah.
so sadly, this week once again, Niagara falling short, going down to 0-2 in their record. Mount St. Mary's is going to be taking a good lead at the start of the season, 2-0, and we have a lot more of Overwatch to see. I'm kind of curious to see a lot more teams play because I still want to get an idea of what's to be seen for this season. Right now, Mount St. Mary's doing a good job for me at showing that they are still possibly a number one team. I need to see their performance against, say, Marist or Ryder, Iona, and Quinny before I could fully say that yes. But right now, Mount is on top. Just
Hmm.
from like today, it was so good, so clean. Niagara,
Yeah.
you guys are not that far out. I think, especially due to I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, due to Manhattan having to drop out because they do not have a full team. The new split is like a 3-3-3 in terms of the top 3 teams, the middle 3 teams, and the bottom 3 teams. I do think right now Niagara occupies a middle spot, but they need to solidify where they are right now, and that puts them very close to the top. They are gonna do good. I know that, but I just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Wait, so Manhattan dropped. So okay, so there are 9 teams now. Okay,
Yeah.
Manhattan dropped. Okay, yeah, I just lost track of how many teams there were with Manhattan or whatever. But okay, so yeah, top 3, middle 3, bottom. Yeah, right now I'd say top 3. I mean, just throwing it out there, just from what we've seen, I would just say Ryder, Mountain Maris. But that's just because we've seen them. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, Iona's also 1, 2, I think. So I mean, we'll only find out when they play each other. So those will be some good matches, hopefully.
There'll be good gauges to see how the rest of the season goes. But until then, I think that's going to do it for us here at the cast. Congratulations to the team. It was a good effort from both of them at the end of the day. I'm interested to see what you guys have to offer in future weeks. But for now, that's going to do it for us on the cast. We are going to go to bed. Just kidding. Firewolf over here is going to go continue playing Silk Song and stuff.
No, not Silk Song, just Hollow Knight.
Oh, just Hollow Knight?
First one. Yeah.
And then he's gonna play Silk Song after he's done with that
Maybe.
one.
I don't know in Silk Song. But yeah, when I'm done with Silk Song.
But yeah,
when I'm done
anyway,
with Silk
good. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for having us.
When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see.